Sudan bans Kenyan imports over support for paramilitary forces. Welcome back to our channel. Don't forget to like, share and subscribe to Real News Updates Media, the channel where you get all your trending politics. Sudan Ministry of Trade and Supply on Thursday suspended all imports from Kenya. The sanctions were imposed on Kenya for hosting meetings with the Paramilitary Raid Support Forces (RFS).
Very regretful that the dire humanitarian situation in Sudan stems from a political crisis that has escalated into prolonged and senseless armed conflict.
Seeking peace in foreign countries under foreign mediation. So I would like to express my gratitude to the President and government and the people of Kenya.
Kenya hosted meetings between the RFS and its allies, including the Sudan People's Liberation Movement North (SPLMN), led by Aziz al-Hilu, factions of the Revolutionary Front, the National Umma Party, and several other political entities. These parties signed a political charter and another for a transitional constitutional, paving the way for the formation of parallel authority in areas controlled by the RFS, sparking both domestic and international condemnation. After the political charter signing was announced, Sudanese government posed its sanctions on Kenya. The foreign ministry Sudan would take escalating measures, starting with recalling its ambassador and then banning Kenyan products, primarily tea, suspending imports of all products originating from Kenya through all ports, crossing airports and entry points, effective immediately until further notice.
Be stable. When we were talking about what are the issues in Sudan, look at what you're having at KICC today. One group is at KICC parading themselves, and you are insensitive to the issues that we are supposed to be the arbiters of two people who are fighting on the African continent.
Ruto has messed this country in the international eye. He's doing all the wrong things. We have a policy of non-interference with the affairs of other countries. We cannot allow rebels who have been slapped with international sanctions because of the genocide to meet in government facilities in Nairobi. You have heard Sudan now is threatening to stop our tea going to Sudan. And what is happening is that the president has put his personal and commercial interests ahead of the country's interests. That's the problem that they are doing business with the RSF chief of gold that is being gotten from that area, brought to Nairobi and taken to Dubai.
And you can substantiate?
Yes, I can. I have one time, and diplomatically, the president cannot invite Hamed here because he was vice president, and he asked me to invite him on his behalf, and he called me and said, sign this letter, invite Hamed here because I want to have a discussion.
When was this?
Sometime 2023.
Okay.
And I did invite Hamed and welcomed him and delivered him to the president. There was nothing about Kenya. They were just discussing business, about gold, about such other things.
You were in that meeting?
I introduced him and then I was told to leave because it had nothing to do with Kenya.
How do you know this?
No, I'm saying if it had anything to do with Kenya, I would have sat through the meeting. But I'm the one who, after they were through, I'm the one who took him to the airport and I inquired, and they are doing business. So it is putting Kenya in very bad light. Very, very bad light. And President William Ruto must accept that he will not be president forever. He cannot destroy this country and the way we are perceived by other nations. He must be a nationalist. He must rise above personal and commercial interests and put the country first. That group has been flagged by the international community, and sanctions have been slapped against them for genocide and killing of children. But again, thinking about it, there's a saying that birds of the same feather flock together. They are killing children in Sudan, we are killing children here. So again, there's convergence. I think parts of the same feather flock together. But we are looking very bad. DRC, we have handled it very badly. And in fact, I am told many African presidents are unwilling to get involved in peace initiatives led by President William Ruto because he is conflicted in terms of personal and commercial interests that he has put above national interests.
RFS is a sworn rival of Sudan. It's under the command of Mohamed Dagalo, known as Hemedti. Kenya hosted a gathering of RFS and its allies, signing a charter to form a rival administration, causing fury in Sudan, hence the ban sanction on Kenya, claiming Kenya was interfering with its affairs. Sudan submitted a memorandum to African Union to take actions against Kenya on their alliance with Sudan rebel RFS Hemedti. Sudan is one of Kenya's biggest tea importers, which generates billions of shillings annually. The big question is, what will happen to the key Kenyan tea producers with the sanction ban of tea imposed in Kenya? And our big question is, why do you think Sudan has imposed a ban sanction on Kenya over their tea imports? Well, Sudan has banned Kenya for the support of preliminary forces, the signed deal between President Ruto and Hemedti, which sparked criticisms all over. RFS is currently fighting Sudanese army to control Sudan. RFS with other rebel groups signed a political charter on February 22nd in Kenya, forming a parallel administration to that of Sudanese government that led to the ban sanction imposed on Kenya by the Minister of Foreign Affairs, Hussein Al-Fadhil. Sudan further submitted complaint to the African Union and other international organizations to take sanctions on Kenya for the interference with Sudanese internal affairs and hostile events of RFS militaries and its allies. And our big question is, do you think the ban sanction imposed on Kenya by Sudan will have a major impact of decline in revenue income from tea? Leave your views on the comment section. Don't forget to like, share and subscribe to Real News Updates Media, the channel where you get all your trending politics. JD Ishmaels.